just doing some more Zora, getting some more KC. Right now we are at 137 KC. Been making a bit of a dent in it. Who knows if we're gonna have to go all the way to the 4K or not, but we shall find out. Nice. And that's actually pretty good loot too. I definitely almost messed up that where are you going, bro? Oh my gosh, I think I'm dead. Yep. First death in a while. Say first death in like I don't know, like 30-40 kills. Still though. And it's all because I tried to risk it. It's so annoying. It's 100K. After my very, very easy death, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do the new quest, A Kingdom Divided. So first I gotta go back to Zolandria and grab all my stuff here from the lady. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to do the new quest. But we're gonna do it. I started this quest by talking to Martin Holt in the entrance of the Karen Castle in Kingstown. Well, luckily, I have a Karen Castle teleport in my house. Number 2. And we're looking for that music. So loud. Looking for Martin Holtz. Well, I would consider this the entrance to the castle. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's over here. Easter. Kingstown. All right. Martin Holt. So before we start this, actually, I'm going to go ahead and go to a 2K total world. Hopefully it'll be a little bit smoother. Oh yeah, it already looks a little bit better. Alright, so we got our boy Martin Holt here. Ooh, I see people protesting. This is gonna be good. People of Karen have been lied to. So after a very long and lengthy conversation with Mr. Martin here, basically tells me of the fact that the Karen Council has been in power for way too long and longer than they should have been. They originally set up just until the princess of the time, Rose, became of age and she should have been put on the throne. But some misdeeds have clearly happened and the Karen Council has been in power and will not give the people any answers. Alright, I guess I'm going to go speak to the commander lady in the castle. What's her name? Commander Felior, leader of the Karen Royal Guard. Felor, is that her name? Felor? And as I came to find with this quest, many of the conversations, including this one with Full Ore, I don't know why that caused me so much trouble, by the way, are very lengthy. There's a lot of things that they explain, a lot of hidden minute details that I think you should read the text if you're going to be doing this quest on your own, and you should maybe pay attention to the story. I don't know how you guys like quests, but Personally, I do read all the details and read every single chat, but I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys do all that with me. Commander Fuller tells us of a council member who has been deserted and who we're going to investigate her home, and launches us directly into the first cutscene, which there are very, very many in this quest. This cutscene is talking with this council member who is very pompous and a bit annoying, but we go ahead and have a conversation with him, and he basically asks us to not interfere with his investigation, which I don't know if he was doing any single one at all. Also, other than this cutscene, I probably won't be showing any of the other ones, as I do think it is something that should be saved for the actual game itself, and me showing you all the cutscenes in one order and kind of giving you a big overview of the quest is not what I really want to do at this point in time, with the quest being so new and with so many people not having completed it yet. If that is something you want, I'm sure there are other videos out there that people have, but for me, I'd kind of like to keep some of that information for the quest and for RuneScape itself to hopefully encourage people to go ahead and do them. After the councilman's kind words and express of how great of a job we're doing, this commander proceeds to tell Floor that she's on thin ice and she better watch her shit. All the while ignoring me in my beautiful purple suit, which I don't understand. You know, I'm standing right here, I'm clearly beautiful, maybe you should give the job to me, but hey, whatever. Again, like I said, this will be probably the only cutscene that I actually show. I'll be skipping most, if not all, of the rest of them, merely because like I said, I don't want to show too much information. Well, that was a long cutscene, and after that, here we are at this mansion that I believe Fuller here is going to ask us to search, while she searches the surrounding areas. I'm also very quickly going to speed up this search as it takes a little bit of time, so here we go. I also want to take this search time to mention, if you are following along with me to learn or to do the quest, this is not a quest guide. I'm not explicitly guiding you. You can definitely follow along my path. There will be some mess ups here and there, as I don't really have any guide. I'm doing this on day of release. You can definitely follow my little outline, but believe me when I say that there were some things that took me a very, very long time to do in this quest. Luckily, this search wasn't too long. It just, going to every single corner of this house and searching everything I could before making an informed decision. I also want to mention that I don't know if any of the information will be different for anyone else who does the quest, so I would pay attention to the different things that you find throughout the house and see what works best for you. For me, it was this pub that I believe, because of the dates, that she had most likely gone to, so we went ahead and went off to the Lovakanji pub. Here at the pub, there was a bit of slight confusion for me personally. I was talking to all the random miners till I happened to notice upon a only NPC named Fuggy, and I gave him a little chat up. And at first, I didn't know which option to pick, so I kind of picked the wrong ones, ran upstairs to go check on what was going on up there, saw an empty room full of nothing, and was like, this doesn't seem right. Went back downstairs and had another conversation with Fuggy after needlessly checking all my information once more to make sure I'd gotten it right. But just so you know, there would be the option of about a counselor or something along those lines. If you used your brain a little bit more than I do, then you probably would have figured that out much more quickly. Fuggy did inform me that she had in fact been at this very pub, and she had left not soon before I arrived. And he even told me the location that she was going to, which was Piscarelius. Armed with the information, it was off and time to go find this counselor. But just before we headed out to leave, an earthquake struck, which Fuggy informed me that was most likely because of a volcano, even though I've been here many, many, many times and never once had an earthquake happen. But hey, maybe I just always miss them. Now that earthquake was over, it was time for me to get to Port Piscarelius, and I had a realization that I most likely should bring my book of teleports around this entire area. So a quick stop at the bank, went ahead and grabbed my memoirs, and quickly teleported to Port Piscarelius, where I looked for Veos, or the boatman who takes you to Zea, and I was met with a nice little cutscene, and the first fight of this entire quest. Again, like I said, skipping most of the cutscenes, so we're gonna get right through this long dialogue. And oh my god, that conversation turned her into a literal demon. I don't know what I said, but she did not like it. No, I'm just kidding. She's a part of this long cult. Like I said, if you want more information about that stuff, definitely check out the quest. It's very interesting. So here's this quick boss fight. I was very unprepared for this. I literally had 3 pieces of food, but it seems a lot like the fight between you and Galvic. A specific part of the fight for Galvic is dodging his tidal waves from the Dragon Slayer 2 quest. This was not anywhere near as dangerous as you just saw. The Galvic waves would one-shot you. These kind of tickle more than they do anything. A little bit of damage back and forth, but ultimately you could just sprint right through them, as you see I did for the first 2 waves, and just kind of start meleeing them. If you're lower combat, I could definitely see how this might be more difficult, but for me it was very quick and very easy. Didn't think I was going to have to fight all like this. I guess I could always go back and get more food. So I have to see, maybe I'll just do a better job of dodging. Alright, or I won't do a better job of dodging. I'll just slowly meander. My guy just wanted to, like, not listen. Nice. I didn't even put on my freaking gear to fight with. After another long conversation, I was told to meet her out back in her special garden, where she then gave me some information about where I should be going next in my quest, which was to speak to Martin again. And as we run back over here to talk to Mr. Martin, he's going to give us a nice long conversation and give us our next instruction on where to go. Okay, so after that, we decided we need to find out a bit more about Rose, so we came here to the Arceus house to go to the library here and to their records to read more about the royal family. Yes, please. No questions asked, a man who's after my heart. You want to come here? Read timeline? I think that's her thing. I was wrong, it's actually in this display case that was right over here. And it is locked, so gotta do a little pickety-pockety of the lockety. Little snatch and grab, and now we're out of here. Now that we're armed with the most dangerous thing of all, information, we head back over to Martin, who gives us an instruction to go and look for Rose. Now, the next part of this quest is going to be a long travel hunt looking for Rose, and I do want to say this part took me a very, very long time. I think I searched for over 2 hours for this eventual location of Mr. Martin. Yeah, I searched over the entire map for these ruins. I was running around in the most ridiculous of places. I was confused. I did not have anywhere I needed to go. I was checking over here at this random cave. I had to pause at some point to go take a break because I was so frustrated after looking for literally hours at every ruin that I could think of. I killed these guys thinking maybe they would hold some secrets or something. It was a very confusing time for me, okay? I also do want to take this moment to point out that I did this on the day of release and I did not have any quest guides. So all the stuff that I'm talking about that I'm doing here, I was just doing it. There was nothing that I knew how to do. I was just running around looking. But eventually, I did come up and think about going over to a dungeon that I am very familiar with, and that is the Forthos dungeon, because part of my brain, after taking a break and eating, was like, hey, aren't there ruins right next to the Forthos dungeon that I've literally been to 1,000 times? So, after looking on the map to make sure that they were ruins, I said, okay, let me go give this place a quick look-see. And one quick teleport later from my house, and what do you know? We ran over to find Martin standing there at the temple, gave us a little code, we cracked it, got us a new code to find some more items. I do want to also mention that I originally came here the first time looking for the first location that Martin was in, but now we're getting attacked by a very random assassin who should have known better, honestly, and should have hung up his assassin cape and stayed at home. But we make quick work of him and move on with our investigations and looking for clues about the royal family of Zaya. Got a little stuck here after I figured out, after I killed the assassin, I wasn't sure what I had to do next, but I happened to see this guy shooting a fireball over at this thing of ice, and that led me to inspect it and realize I need to do a fire strike. So just in case you're wondering, you should definitely get a fire strike like I'm getting from the bank right now, or some sort of fire spell. I don't know, I think I got a fire wave because I just felt like being extra. And you know, you got the runes, you got the level, might as well just use the best thing, because you know, never could hurt. Armed with my fire spell, I've made my way back from the Wintertod teleport camp to this settlement here, and I went ahead and took care of the business, you know, potted up, got my fire surge and sent it. That was mighty impressive, and then I figured out the last clue. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love these clues like this, telling you to go to different places, finding things like that, riddles in general. Always been a favorite thing of mine, and this one was quite obviously Piscarelius, so I teleported over here and I ran down to the only pub in the area, because you know, sailor, drink, pub, makes sense to me. And again, this is one that did take me a little bit of time to figure out. I'm not going to show you all of my running around attempts. And there he is, Mr. Martin. I think so. So what do you think the acronym would be for?
Ass play.
Alright, I hope you know that's going in my video that you said that. I'm gonna put that as the starting thing, as that conversation.
I didn't know you were recording.
I mean,
that's not fair.
That's interesting that you would go there.
Well, how about it? Hey, sexy, let's ass play.
I mean, this whole thing is just gonna be the start of my video. I'm not saying no, by the way.
I can be a voice actor.
Bast. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in season 2 of what's that high school show? Prison School.
Yes. You really don't think it could be anything?
Yeah. Hey, sexy, let's ask.
No, shut up. And actually, it has to be a word. Am I just not thinking of a word?
No. Okay, I'm want to be in.
Turns out it wasn't a word at all, but I will let you guys figure it out on your own what it is when you go ahead and do this quest. Maybe you'll find something better than Hey Sexy Let's Ass Play. Oh, cutscene. Another clue that I had already solved because I unintentionally went here looking for the first place that I was looking for Martin for. Again, those 2 hours were hell. But now that I knew exactly what to look for, I came here, and the first time I had found a note, and this time I found a very easily seen trapdoor. This trapdoor contained a lot of information. Not gonna let you see that. Following that very, very long conversation, we find out about a man who's been working behind the scenes, a wizard in fact. And his location is the Lizardmen Temple by the Kebos Lowlands. In case you don't know where to find him, I believe all that stuff is said inside of the quest, so it's pretty easy to locate him and get down to this dungeon and start this little end boss fight. Oh my goodness. After that fun little fight, it was decided that all the houses should gather, and the next couple clips are going to be me gathering all of the individual houses, just like, you know, when you have to get 100% favor in all the houses. Now all the houses have been gathered and they're trying to decide on how they best should overthrow the current council, and they've decided to elect me king. No, I'm just kidding. We could just get along, sir. Very well. You would drop me any bones. After that senseless murder, it was time for more murder. Also, what you've been seeing me doing is, because they all can't agree on making and deciding a new king, they have us running around kind of like the One Small Favor quest but on Zaya, doing a bunch of tasks for them to help them decide who they should pick as their new king. This particular part was all about helping the Lovakanji leader realize that her council member was not as trustworthy as she was led to believe. Now that we did everything that all of the head of the households want to do, they decide to go ahead and vote on a new king, and we overthrow the old council, and everything's looking good. Here's the party. And the new king, obviously, as you can see, was the House of Hasidius. They chose that unanimously, and all is good in Zaya for the time being. Are you kidding me? Just got him in the office, too. And there you have it, Kingdom Divided completed. That was a long quest, it was a lot of fun, but it was very, very long. And I'm gonna throw this in thieving, and bye.